I can look.
They'll come back.
They come back.
They'll come.
Did I get a notification when you go live?
Yeah, I get a notification.
Come back, people.
I'm not
Well,
sure.
there's.
Like, mine won't even load.
Well, this isn't. This is weird because oh, there's somebody. Murph, you're back. We have beer now.
Here we go.
Beer and special guest. One of the beer studs.
Yeah, that's way better.
And I are leaving.
And wife and child was over there.
Well, we were bringing back up here.
They were bringing backup beer, but he showed up. Is it letting you in?
Nope.
Damn, he's buffering though.
I can see the comments fine, but I can't see the.
Oh, you can see the comments?
Yeah.
Oh,
I was
cool.
watching the whole way over here.
As long as we can see those, that's what. Because we ain't got any way.
Yeah. Well, if nobody else can see it either, it's.
Is it going up with them?
No, just staying.
But I mean, are the comments, as they
Yeah.
comment, scrolling up?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, crisis averted. We have beer.
There we go.
I don't see
It's out as fucking here. Holy shit.
You know what? Yeah, it's moving.
Yeah, the people watching are going up too.
Yeah, Crazy Dave, what's up? He said new live, jump on and back on, or jump up and back on the new one. Yeah.
Yeah, dude.
I don't know if it was because, oh, Chelsea, you want to take your iPad? Because having nobody here, where I normally use Jimmy's phone, which I'm now using, this is Taryn, by the way, one of the beer studs. We're calling them studs now.
Yeah, not fair, though.
That's my phone.
What kind of phone is this?
iPhone. That'll run it.
Cool.
That's my phone here, or my fault. Karen.
What?
Barb started the beer fairy thing.
Sorry.
All right, well. There's some people in here.
What'd you leave?
I brought something else.
Oh. Yeah, it is hot as fuck in here. Whew. Damn. It's like 80 degrees still at 7:20. I should go open the other end of the shop because then the air would blow through. But anyways. All right. No, the Democrats didn't take me off the air. We're back. Oh, well, they can try, but. Dolores Lindsley. Hope it plays later. No, we're on now. I will wait a while. He will be back. Dave, apparently these people aren't getting it that we're back and we're on. There you go. Folks, go off the old one. Come back on this one. Somebody says, I don't know how people handle hot weather all year. Yeah. Yeah, you remember this? That's what he looked like the night that they were throwing the beer out of the car. And
I don't know why it's not loading.
yeah, that's just weird. Come on, people. Get back in this one. Haven't you figured out? It says
it's going
33.
up. It's going
There
up.
we go. I don't know, you're not getting any comments on here now.
Yeah.
What the hell's happening? Huh. All right, see if that'll figure it out. I'm gonna have to get up close to.
Yeah, I'm a couple minutes behind.
I missed what you said, Jimmy. That was funny. I gotta have the glasses down like this to read them. For some reason, his phone's buffering, won't come in. Oh, I can just guess what you were probably saying, Jim. Something about iPhones, because you're a fucking Android guy. MJR Farms, we have 5 inches of rain coming next week. Yeah, I heard that. There's a lot of places in the Midwest. No. That's what the weatherman says you have coming. We'll see what you actually get.
Yeah.
We've had those, supposed to be coming too.
That's like every time.
And guess what? It don't happen. So where were we before everything went to hell? I'm Android phone. It's awesome. What's up, beer stud? Don't get comfy in my chair, Jimmy says.
Yeah, right. I'm gonna start yelling. Too hot for that shit.
He said, "Don't get comfy in my chair, beer stud." Yeah, he read it. He saw it. For some reason we can't get it to come in on his phone though.
Click that there. No, no video.
Yeah, but even the people's comments.
What do you got? You got Wi-Fi out here, or you got like a hotspot, or you just run it off?
I just run it off of the. But it's always worked fine.
Well, it's working. I just woke him up on my phone.
Yeah, yeah, Lee. The new stream is working. People need to close out of the old ones. Yep. I don't know. That's weird.
almost read it from here.
So now I gotta sit here and phone must be lagging. Is the taskbar behind? The fuck is the taskbar?
No, my apps are cleared out.
You're talking to somebody who's not, you know. You can't yell that good, beer stud. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't
Yeah.
know.
Nobody can yell as good as Jimmy.
Well,
I'm back here now. All right, Lee, you're back with the right one now. That's good. You're just gonna get a close up of us, that's all, and you're gonna get me, you know, looking like an old man because I can't fucking read anything. Got your back. So you still didn't? Is it Jackie?
no, she said it's Jackie.
Jackie?
Yeah,
Okay.
I saw that when I was driving over.
All right. He was reading while driving.
Yeah, not texting.
Not texting. He
Reading.
was reading. Jamie Humphrey. What's the
Beer
beer
stud's
stud's name?
If you know me, you know me. If you don't know me, yeah, you know what I look like, but I'm staying anonymous.
There you go.
I'm not self-employed, so I got to be a little cautious.
Yeah. And the other beer stud's got to be a little more cautious.
Yeah.
So
Okay, now I got a new one popping up. All right, we're in her now. There you go.
we're in it now.
Yeah.
Can beer stud tell them where they can go? Oh, I'm sure he could.
Oh,
Hello, everyone. Hey, we're on the same one now.
There
All
you go.
right, cool. We are in. You don't have to have my face right in your face. Speaking
I
code.
can read from there.
Yeah. Kyle Larson, doppelganger. Well, I don't know if
Come
him
on.
and Jimmy both look quite alike. I mean, come on. Oh, they got the beard, but, you know. All right, Roxanne, you came back?
I got to put my sticker on my truck.
We're getting there. We got 54 of you back out of the 70 that were here. If the rest of you are still watching the other one doing circles, well, more power to you, because I wouldn't sit there and watch it that long. But, so what were we bitching about before we lost
Let's see.
internet? Oh yeah, camel toe going down to the border.
Yeah.
And the only reason why she went down to the border was, you know, because Trump is. There was only 4 left watching the buffer. Okay, that's good. Yeah, talking about, oh yeah, Biden and his fucking whispering. I mean, are you fucktards that voted for that proud of that? Are you, I don't get it. You know, has anybody else noticed, okay, since the whole, you know, talking in code shit here, Beer 19 thing is kind of simmered down, that all of a sudden you're getting the fucking 20 phone calls a day again from, you know, the one I love, I get at least 3 times a day is from Rachel from the dealer service center. Yeah, that recording. And then you get all the, you know, they pop up on your phone, call from the United States. Oh, yeah, well, that's where most of my fucking calls come from is the United States. And they're all bullshit calls. And I think to myself, every time I just hang up on them, doesn't everybody do that?
No, I don't.
But then,
I like to. You gotta.
well, I
You're
fuck
gonna
with him
waste my
once in a
time.
while.
I'm gonna waste your time.
Well, if I get Juan Pablo,
And
I
always
fuck with
got
him.
time. I always have time.
I fuck with Juan Pablo because it's just fun because you can't understand him. And then after 5 minutes, I say, look, I can't understand you. Can you put somebody on that speaks English? But I thought about it and I realized, no, most people don't. Because we live in a country today that is 50-50. I mean, 50% of the people out there right now are listening to all the bullshit going on and just sucking it right in, doing whatever they're told, You know, now the new thing is, you hear on the radio and TV all the time is the variant. Watch out for the variant. Maybe Joe could whisper that. The variant is coming. I mean, holy fuck. For a 99.97%, I'm going to continue to fucking say that till the day I die. But again, you be you, I'll be me. You want the government dart, get the government dart. You want to wear your fucking underwear on your face for the next 10 years, wear it on your face. But stop with the fucking bullshit trying to shame everybody else into doing it. Whatever happened to my body, my choice? Isn't that the left's mantra? Well, this is my fucking body, so it's my choice to put beer in it, smoke this cigar, and tell you to go fuck yourself with the arm dart.
Somebody at work was saying the other day, oh, I'm so glad I can go back to live my normal life and go to the bar and hang out with my family and friends. And the rest of us are looking at him like, what? I've been doing that for the past year and a half. I don't know what you're talking about.
Exactly.
COVID didn't bother me. I lived my normal life, really.
And why didn't we all die? Because we were supposed to. You know, I gotta tell you this story, okay? Locally here, our piece of shit local rag, you know, Mr. Executive Editor that I like to bitch about, put an article in where, in their opinion, the executive, you know, board there at the paper thinks that we, the county legislature, which you all know I'm on, and the local health department should start giving incentives for people to get the dart. Well, if that comes before our board, I'll be a big fuck no vote on that, I can tell you that. But then they put something in there that was quite interesting. And then today, the health department director puts a little video out that was in the local rag about how our county is one of the lowest counties in New York State. We're only at like, I don't know, I think it's like 46% darted. And the state, New York State, is at 57%. Okay, hence the good story. June 7th, Emperor Cuomo comes out with a press conference, because, you know, he's an Emmy award-winning book writing, you know, fuckhead, that we were at 69% darted. When we got to 70, we were going to open up. We're going to open up. So they had a little contest between, you know, him and his employees to guess when it would be. So, of course, he guessed 8 days, the 15th of June, which was his late father Mario's birthday. Unfortunately, mine too, so I was born on the same day as a fuckhead Cuomo, and lo and behold, 8 days later, on June 15th, ta-da, we supposedly hit 70%. And that night, we had fireworks at multiple places across the state. Did you know you could just pull fireworks out of your ass and light them off? You don't have to plan, you know, a few days ahead to have, you know, we're not talking about the fireworks that you and I would blow off in our backyard. We're talking about, you know, the big fucking fireworks. Happened to hit it that day and happened to have fireworks all over the state. Imagine that. That's not planned, right? But then the local rag and the local health department both say, well, the state's only at 57%, which I can believe that a fuck of a lot more than I can 70. Well, what pisses me off is apparently the only number that matters is the dart. What? Natural herd immunity has gone out the window? It doesn't exist anymore for anything? Imagine that.
I'm still sticking with it. It's because his daughter was getting married. That's why everything's out the window.
Well, I'm sticking with the fact that he knew New York was going fucking broke, just like the rest of the blue states.
Oh, yeah.
Which is why you haven't heard from, you know, Whitler there, or whatever the fuck her name is, in Michigan. Oh, my God. So anyways. Exactly, Roxanne. That means we are the smartest county. Yep. And 2 of the lowest zip codes, because they were going by zip codes, are right here around me. Proud to represent. Ask the people who are dealing with heart problems from the dart. Yeah, I mean, well, did you see that the owl, the hoo-hoo, has now said that maybe we ought to back off on getting the chitlins, you know, darted, because things ain't going so good. Crazy Dave, my topic. My work just mandated every employee must get a flu shot every year. Never had one, don't want one. Groundwork for, oh yeah, groundwork for the beer 19, I'm sure. Going to be very hard to get exempted. Yep. But you know what? A bunch of you need to get together and hire a lawyer. Because there's lawyers out there who are part of the good 50%. Facebook is censoring the WHO. Yeah, don't you love that? I also love when a parent will go on social media to tell the story of what happened to their teenage child. First of all, you're a fucking idiot because you did it to your teenager, but that's beside the point. But they'll go on social media to say, you know, if I'd known this would happen, blah, 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 blah. And then they get fact checked or thrown off. So the fact checkers and the fuckheads that run ScrewTube and Instagram and Fuckbook and all that, they know more than what an actual parent who's talking about their own child. Figure that out. Yes, Amanda, you're right. I'm surprised that the mainstream media even mentioned the whole, you know, heart inflammation thing. But did you notice their ending to all that, what they've been saying? But it's minor, so the dart far outweighs. Oh, it's minor? So the dart far outweighs that, but yet you're getting the dart for a 99.9 something percent? Nah, I mean, I don't know, you do the math. Hey, there's 97 in
There
your
we
back.
go.
What's up, Nelson? All right, for those of you who may have come in after we lost the first time, this is one of the beer studs. He brought me beer.
There we go.
Look at, he's representing too. We're in the Grumpy Farmer.
Yeah, I got my sticker. I got to put it on my new truck, but I haven't
And
got there yet.
for those who weren't here yet, and he's commenting now and then in here, Jimmy's been pretty ill lately. No, it's not the fucking beer 19. But 2 weeks ago, after our live stream, he started feeling shitty. Long story short, by the end of that week, his ass was in the hospital for like 3 days. They're not exactly sure what's wrong with him. They're taking blood samples for like 18 days straight. They said Lyme disease. Now they're not so sure if it's Lyme disease. So basically, that's why there's no Jim here tonight. And he's filling in. Dr. Robert Malone, the inventor of mRNA, is speaking out against giving it to 30 years and younger. Yeah, and guess what? He's being censored and fact-checked. Can you imagine that? The fucking guy that invents something is being fact-checked. I got fact-checked on Instagram today for something I put up like 2 days ago. So I started scrolling through it. I said, fuck this. I started pushing all the buttons for, you know, to find out why, find out this and everything. And I finally got to where, you know who fact-checked me? The fucking Associated Press. Oh, yeah. Yeah, let's have the media be the fact-checkers. How do you get that fucking job? I want to apply. Jesus Christ. Carl says, he's had Lyme disease, Jimmy, and if you have it, every one of your joints are screaming right now. Well, you did tell me earlier when we talked on the phone that your fucking elbows hurt, your knees hurt, and everything, so.
No bite mark?
No, never
Nothing.
saw a bite mark. So you may have it, but, well, they got to slow roll it, Jim. They got to make some money. These fucking hospitals
fuck.
haven't been making any with all the elective surgeries that got canceled. Carl says it also gave him Bell's palsy. Well, you're just a fucking bundle of, you know, joy right there to tell the poor guy that.
Carl!
Rick,
There you go, Lee.
never got fact checked. Everyone knows everything I say is bullshit. There you go. There you go, Lee. Was that good enough? Did he yell Carl good enough for you? We can do it like Sleepy Joe. Carl. Hey, Carl. I got you 1.9 trillion, Carl. That's right. That's how I say it. Carl, like on The Walking Dead there. Yep. If you have time, check out Ted Nugent Nugget YouTube channel. I'm thinking you meant Nugent, but I like Ted. Ted doesn't give a shit neither.
I don't think I can quite yell as much as Jimmy. He's got a lot of pent up anger, but
Yeah.
I do. We watch you guys a lot down in my apartment. We got a couple, probably like 8 or 10 of us, and we sit around the big screen TV and watch you guys. And a couple of us laugh because we were in the Marine Corps, and Jimmy was in the Army, so we got to laugh at his stories every once in a while, because we can relate to a few, and you know the Army's funny sometimes. So.
Lisa Goodale, Lyme disease can be dormant for a long or short time. He may not have contracted it at this time. No? Okay. Whether I got no reason to not believe you, so maybe that's the issue, Jim. Maybe you've had it and it's just decided to come out and kick your ass now. Ted's a liberal hater. Yeah, exactly. Ted likes to shoot things too.
Yeah, I have heard the Lyme disease can take a long time to show up.
Well, my question, Carl, is did you know that you got bit by one, though? I mean, you said it took a year for symptoms to show up for you, but did you have the bite mark? 'Cause that's what I asked Jim. I said, could you see anything? Could you see, they tell you it looks like a bullseye or whatever? And he said, no, he never saw nothing. Did you have that? James Pittman, he's an old dude from Kentucky, said Semper Fi,
Hey, Semper
Marine.
Fi.
I got a picture of James on my phone. I'll show you when we're done.
Yeah.
Wearing a Denison Farms hat that I sent him.
Nice. Yeah, it's pretty cool. There's people from all over that watch this shit.
Jamie.
I don't remember who's the dude from Australia.
Murphy.
Murphy, yeah. he's
Murphy's
funny.
here.
Yeah.
Murph, you still with us? Okay, Carl says, yeah, I got it out, but I was already infected. They didn't know it until I had blood drawn when I got the Bell's palsy. Huh. Okay, so you actually at least knew you got bit by a tick. I mean, that's the thing. Jimmy says, no, he doesn't have a clue that. Amanda, then they want to change the flag. Yeah. Yeah, fuck you and
fuck
changing
you.
your flag, people.
Man.
I'm so sick and tired of this pride flag and everybody's got a flag. Just remember, all you white males, that I made fucking August White Male Month, so we're gonna celebrate that in August. There's Murphy. Good day, beer stud.
Hey, there we go.
Yeah, it's
100
just
and what? 109 now?
109 and
55 thumbs up.
55 thumbs up.
Those are rookie numbers. We got to bump that up.
So get out, thumbs up, get back in. I even figured out how to do that.
One of the beer guys there.
Push the X, hit
Brody.
the thumbs up, then hit live chat again. I learned that watching Rick's live streams. Gotta play with cutting
When we
torch
watch
for
it
a
in my
minute,
apartment,
but I'll be
everybody-
listening.
There might be 8 of us, but we all pull our phones out, so it takes your viewers up.
Gotta play. Let me know if Bob Bates slacking ass shows up. Okay, we will. In the spring, the baby ticks are really small. May not have seen it. Yeah. Arthur, you want me to whisper again? I got you 1.9 trillion. Yep. And my daughter will be in debt for the rest of her fucking. Well, hell, these fuckers in their
Oh, man.
20s will be in debt for the rest of their lives. So I say, I'm glad I'm closer to the grave than I am the cradle. Biden says farmers are rolling up their sleeves to farm with cover crops. Really? I don't know of anyone around here doing that. There ain't much here neither. Some guys will put some rye in the winter. The shit ain't, I don't know, 4 inches tall by the time it's taken down in the spring to put crops in. There are some guys that'll actually cut it, bale it for the straw, but there ain't a lot of that going on. Roxanne wants reparations for having to listen to Polish jokes all my life. There you go. All right. Then I'm gonna assume Green is your married name, obviously, and your maiden name is a little different because Roxanne Green doesn't sound very Polish.
No.
What's up, Lunaris? How much cold snacks did the beer stud bring?
18.
18 pack.
18.
We will not go through that
We might not. I will. I got a long night.
because, yeah, he might go through it when he gets back home.
Yeah, no.
We won't be letting him go through, but only a few before he goes back home.
Exactly.
See, he has a little farther to drive.
Yeah, where's Buddy?
Buddy's probably over the house, under the
Oh.
screened-in porch, sacked out, because it's still hotter than the devil's ass right now at fucking quarter to
Yeah,
8.
it's hot as shit. 82, 83.
We're only supposed to go down to like low 70s at nighttime for the next like 3 or 4 nights in a row, so, yeah. How much livestock do I have around me? Well, the southern end of our county has quite a few big dairies. Where we are, the northern end, because our county is fairly long and the main thruway, I-90 kind of splits it. Up here, it's basically small dairies like we used to be, and most of them now, not all, but most of them now are Mennonites, which is cool because the Mennonite community are great people. But I'm just saying, like me, when I sell this place, who knows, a Mennonite may buy it and put cows back in it.
Probably.
Edski, what's up? Getting one hell of a downpour of rain here finally. Well, where's that at? We could use a little. Zip says when he got bit by a tick, he had a bad bruise on the back of my leg and there's a bunch of red circles all over it. Yeah, so see, Jimmy didn't have any of that he knows of. So if it's like what was said earlier, maybe he had it and it's just now kicked in. I don't know. I don't know shit about it, so.
Shit, the guy that worked for me at my last job, when he got bit by a tick, they said he had Lyme disease. It was like a bullseye in his back. You could not notice it.
Roxanne said her grandparents came directly from Poland, but shortened their name when they got here. And yes, Green is my married name. Holdridge is my maiden name. You related to Jeff? Just curious. Yeah, don't even get me started on that whole Auburn High School name. This whole... I should be Mennonite, Arthur. I'd look good in the hat. Yeah. I don't think they'd want me to wear this shirt, though. What's up, Tim?
Hey, Tim.
Oh, so you're in southwest Wisconsin, Ed. Okay. Well, basically, tomorrow, it's hot. Chance of thunderstorms, like in the afternoon. Not a big chance. Sunday, fucking really hot. Like I said, over 100 degrees with the heat index. But not much of a chance then, either. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, they all show like 40%. But it's hot. I mean, so... Jeff's your brother. Okay, Roxanne. I know Jeff. So, I mean, the ones that we get are like 1/4 inch, 3/10. They come in an hour. And that's all. That's what we've been living on, basically, for moisture. Don't go to the VA for Lyme disease. They gave me a big bottle of opioids and sent me home. Well, then you better call Jimmy, because that's where he went, was to the VA. Oh, yeah, Lynn Harris. Yep, 22 and a half years. It's not enough. Yep, it's not enough. Wonder if the 27 million that the family got was enough. Oh, and did you see that one of his ex-women that he had kids with, you know, the one that had the 7-year-old daughter that he really had not a whole lot to do with, she's been real vocal since last year when this happened, so probably wants part of that 27 million. But did you also see that they had the kid give a little, you know, I miss you, daddy, and all this video? They should always proofread themselves, though, because in the same article I read where she said she didn't even know it had happened until she saw it on the internet. Oh, so you're that tight with his family that they didn't bother to tell you that it happened last summer? You had to see it on the internet?
I heard. I didn't see it. I heard that Pelosi handed the family a folded flag. Right? I'm a big military supporter. Why the fuck do you get a folded flag? He didn't do shit for the country. He didn't serve. He doesn't. What the fuck do you get a folded flag for?
Now,
It's like a straight slap in the face to everybody who sacrifices their life and time
that's
for
right.
the country.
My cousin David washed his truck because it usually rains. All right, let it rain then. This is my problem with the whole thing. Does Derek Chauvin deserve to have something to him, the 22 years for doing what he did? Yeah. Okay, they say that's part of police training before. Well, if it was, that's fucking stupid training, kneeling on somebody's neck. I don't have a problem with that part. What I have a problem with is we're gonna name a crime bill after a guy who held a fucking loaded gun to a pregnant woman's stomach one time. But yeah, he's a great dad, though. There's a video out there. I have it on that phone right there that I'm pointing at that's filming us, that somebody sent me, of George Floyd at 16 years old. Y'all can look this shit up on Judge Judy, with his father sitting right there saying that, yep, just can't do anything with him, do whatever, because he beat the shit out of some woman and knocked her to the ground to steal her fucking car at 16 years old. And when Judge Judy was reaming him a new ass, you know who he blamed it on? The cops. Well, it was the cops' fault that he was in court because, it's just their fault. Fuck you.
You got young kids under the age of 18 who don't know any better looking up to this guy like he's some impressionable figure. Making him
Exactly.
seem like he's, this great guy, maybe he did this, but he's so, fuck that.
And last weekend, excuse me, all the Juneteenth celebrations, because it's a federal holiday now, the federal holiday of when the Republicans basically freed the slaves from the Democrats, but that's a whole nother story. They won't ever admit that, though. But anyways, in Chicago, I think it was Oakland, Chicago, that city, 54 people shot, 1 killed, but it was a Juneteenth celebration. Yep. Celebrate my ass. Yeah, you're right, Edsky, it probably will. Chauvin's gonna be somebody's bitch in prison because he's a cop, and they'll... See, here's my problem. As you all know, because I've stated it before, I support, always will, always have, always will support people in uniform, plain and simple. Cops, firemen, EMS, military, whatever. Are there bad people in those professions? Well, fuck yeah. There's bad people in farming. There's bad people that are doctors. Yeah, aren't we finding that out right now? There's fucking way bad people in government and science. Yeah, we know that too. There's teachers, lawyers, whatever. There's bad people in every fucking profession. But you don't drag down the other 98 or 99% of the profession unless it's a cop.
I always like the saying, you have, like doctors, right? You have a passing score to pass to become a doctor or whatever, to pass your boards, to do whatever. Somebody still just passed while the rest of them got 100%.
Yeah.
So there's still shitty doctors who still passed that are still out there. There's always a percentage that's shit.
Exactly. But here's, and I'm going to say this too, and I don't give a fuck. I hope the locals are watching. Here's where I draw the line, though, supporting law enforcement. For the ones that are in charge. And yeah, it's happening here locally, and I don't give a fuck if they hear me saying it. When a local police chief and a sheriff in an area that's not having any of the issues that's going on around this country, but yet the people who support, all the BLM bullshit want to push issues. When you fuckers want to take a knee and bend to that, no, that's where you lost my support right there. Nope. Because when you want to take a knee, if we're such a systemically racist country, how the fuck did we have a black president? Not 1 term, but 2. If we're so systemically racist, why the fuck didn't he fix the issues? Why do we have people in Congress from Somalia coming over here, and all of a sudden getting elected, but we're racist? And fuck, she even married her brother, so, we probably got things covered there too. I mean, we're beyond fucking stupid in this country. And it's just, here's what kills me is now the DOJ, Merrick Garland, the guy who didn't get to be a Supreme Court justice, so he's got his fucking panties in a bunch, is suing Georgia for their oppressive new voter laws against black people. Now, I highly doubt there's any black people watching this, unless they're, part of the local NAACP that likes to try to hang me for everything. But if there is, please comment to this, because I want to know how you feel about the Democrats making you out to be completely fucking retarded all the time. That you can't get an ID. I want to know how that, what is her name? Stacey Abrams or, no, she's a weather person. That fucking black chick from Georgia that's basically runs Georgia, unfortunately. Stacey whatever, somebody say it. How is it? She can vote. She was smart enough to get an ID. Nobody's jumping on that. You don't know her name neither? Stacey Abrams. Is it Abrams? Okay, maybe it is. No, that's her. Okay. I guess the weather girl on the Weather Channel, the hot one there, that's her name too. That's why I only knew that. But anyways, these people have never got on a plane, never rented a car, never done any of the hundreds of things that you know. Oh, you get the government jab. Don't you have to show an ID? Prove who you are?
I'm sure they can get alcohol. They're buying alcohol.
Yeah.
Cigarettes.
You're buying alcohol, cigarettes. I got you 1.9 trillion. I mean, so 95% of the black people out there are probably sick of listening to the fucking bullshit too. Being made to be retarded people that can't figure out how to get an ID to vote. So in Atlanta, where it was like 51% minority, they're now taking like $100 million hit by moving the fucking All-Star baseball game to Colorado, which is like, I don't know, 4% black. Ooh, yeah, that makes sense. And has tougher voting laws than Georgia does. Are you fucking proud of yourselves there, suburban housewives? Jesus Christ. Oh, look, here we go. CNN, the number of people, I don't know, couldn't
I
read
know,
it
I
fast
can't
enough.
fucking, you can get Fox and CNN. They
Yep.
won't let you get Fox or CNN.
He just got a CNN pop-up about the Delta, the Delta.
You can't pick one or the other. They send you both. If
The
you wanna
number
get
of
news.
people infected by the Delta. That's their new one. They're just not gonna fucking stop until a bunch of you 50% panty waist fucking idiot sheep wake the fuck up and come to our side. Unless you want to wear your underwear on your face the rest of your fucking life. I swear to God, I feel sorry for what might, and it's a big might, happen in the next 2 years to the people that are being darted because it's an experiment, okay? When there's people out there going, well, it's approved. No, it's not. It's still being tested. I mean, again, you be you, I'll be me, but when you're fucking with children like that, no, fuck you. That's beyond stupid. Holy shit, we got 150 people
There you
in.
go.
77 thumbs up.
Fucking...
Get your thumbs up, people. Well, here, you can read if you want, because
I'll read a little
I've
bit.
just been
Wow.
sitting bitching. That, and again, why aren't we dead?
Because we didn't get the vaccine. That's all right.
Here, yeah, here's a sad thing that happened here just this week. Those of you who follow me all the time, I call it the Buddha Italy farm because it's shaped like the Buddha of Italy. Here, a couple roads over, the couple that we bought it from 7 years ago, the gentleman passed away here earlier this week. And great guy, really great guy. He was always, he used to joke with me and say he was going to live to be 100. Because he was a weird dude, too. Great guy, but a weird dude. He'd eat milkweed. He'd eat some strange shit, Didn't really drink or anything like that, maybe on an occasion or something. But He got cancer and died. I mean,
Lee Harris said 0 thumbs down.
you know.
I feel like it's not a good live stream if there's not thumbs down.
Yeah, we need the fucktards to be, and they probably left after we lost it the first time. Get out of here,
Yeah,
Pete.
they're not as committed.
No, but you know, just the story I just told you. I mean, where's the free chemo? There's shit tons of people in this country that die every day from cancer. You know, where's the free heart pills or whatever people take that got heart issues? There's a shit ton of people that die. That's the #1 killer in this country is heart condition. Fucking bees. I'm allergic, so I got stung here 2 Mondays ago. It wasn't fun. I hurt for a week.
Roxanne said the thumbs down people are still watching the buffer circle.
Yeah.
That's all that's spinning in their head
Well,
anyway, is that
that's-
fucking buffer circle.
That's about the intelligence of it, in my opinion. But, oh.
I saw somebody ask a question here and back. Let's see. Shit, they go by so fast.
Yeah, they do. They fly by. But yeah, for the police forces that are out there and the people in those police forces that are bending a knee for this bullshit, no. You don't have my support. I'm sorry. You're the ones in uniform that I won't support because, you know, your fucking officers underneath you are taking their lives in their hands every day. And people in government want to defund them. People on the streets fucking hate them. No. Get off your fucking knee and defend your officers. If you got bad ones, get rid of them. There's where the union problem is. I've said it before and I'll say it again. It's no different than a teacher. Shouldn't be such a thing as tenure. It's like my 70, well, I don't know what he is now, 75, 6, whatever he is. Guy I rent land from a mile or so away from here that used to be a teacher, like he said. You're good at your job, you're an asset. They're not going to get rid of you. The only thing tenure does is the same thing as these unions fighting for the fucking bad cops and all that, is keeps the shitbags in there and brings the rest of them down with them.
H.F. Brody, I'm not a farmer, I'm a mechanic in a factory. I do hydraulics and all sorts of shit like that. I was born and raised on kind of a hobby farm, I guess. My father and grandfather have raised beef cattle since I was little. My grandfather still does hay and all crops now, no cattle anymore.
And he did the mechanic thing in the military.
Yeah, I was an aircraft mechanic, so I kind of transferred over. Let's see. Dawson Harris, cancer is too easy to make lots of money off of.
Exactly.
Why cure somebody when you can treat them for years and years and make hundreds of thousands of dollars off them? I agree with that.
Pfizer's bragging they're going to make $26 billion this year. You know, I've said this before and you've all heard it. You can't have a dart, you know, the V word for something, if there's a treatment, if there's something that works. So that's why those two things that we can't talk about, you know, the one that's similar to the word chlorine and the other one that, you know, farmers that have cattle, because I had cows for 25 years, had on their farms for years for inflammation and stuff like that. But I got you 1.9 trillion.
Arthur Ferreira, probably how you pronounce it. Andy, what do you think about high costs of farming?
It wasn't that high until this year.
Yeah.
I mean, everything is high, don't get me wrong, but as far as input costs, I mean, equipment's always expensive because the big fucking companies just, you know, they're going to make their millions. I mean, do you think the CEOs of John Deere and Case Corp and all them?
How's equipment been with production? I was buying a new truck. There's no inventory anywhere. Is
No.
equipment the same way, or they
Equipment, there's shit still sitting on people's lots and stuff. The biggest thing is parts. Trying to get parts for things. Like those of you who follow me, I said it on one of my videos there, doing anhydrous, the fertilizer company that we've gotten, me and my cousin Ronnie have gotten, he's the one that does my tiling and stuff, you've seen him in videos, that we've gotten our anhydrous knives from for years. You know, well, it's gonna be August before we can get it to you. Well, I got fucking corn that's chest high now. So that doesn't do me any good in August. Luckily, I found actually the guy who we get our actual anhydrous from had knives, so I got knives from him. But parts are a bitch. I mean, if you want something tomorrow, good luck, because you're probably not going to get it unless it's a simple thing that they always stock multiple pieces of.
Remember, it's farms. Mask mandates have completely been lifted out in Michigan, he says. Still seeing whole families wearing masks. Said those poor kids. I guess if you're under the age of 10, you probably don't know what the fuck's going on anyway.
Yeah.
But I could see, I don't agree with politically, me and my parents don't see eye to eye on not everything. So I can't imagine being 16, 17, 18 years old where you can make your own opinions of things and your family still got their head up their ass.
Murph, if you're there, buddy, throw Kevin's channel up too. Throw yours up too. Oh, has the fucking mail got there yet, Murph? I mean, you haven't emailed me lately, so I'm assuming not. I think you told me probably 3 weeks. But holy shit balls. But anyways, yeah, I mean, you're 10 years old, you're kind of fucked. I mean, if your parents are libtards, which is why a lot of kids, although I will say there are a lot of kids who break the mold, so to speak, which is,
What's that? It's in a country song. I don't know what kind of music you listen to. If you don't stand for something, you'll fall for anything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, I feel like there's a lot of spineless individuals in the country that are,
I just want people in general, especially kids, to, be able to grow up and think for themselves. I mean, we don't think for Chelsea. You heard me say this on the last live stream. She'll be 18 in February, Valentine's Day. She turns 18. Right 2/3 of the way through her senior year of high school. If they're still doing this bullshit next year, I don't think she would ever get the dart. But if she got tested to be able to go to her graduation, she's an adult. She'll be 18. She can make that decision. And then it'll be up to me to decide, as her parent, am I going to do that or not? If I do, I do. If I don't, I don't. But people need to think for themselves. People need to look things up themselves. Look, when they're telling you that there's no adverse effects, they're fucking flat out lying to you. Fuck you, fact checkers. Fuck you, ScrewTube, if you want to take this down. That's a flat out fucking lie that there's been no adverse effects. All you got to do is go on that site that the CDC says that has that. We don't want to say what that site is, or at least we don't. You all can write it down because you know what it is, but that's a bad word to say, as Jimbo found out. And there's been close to 6,000 people now that have had dirt nap effects that are coincidental.
Owen 33333 says, hey, from Florida.
What's up, Owen?
Never seen him in here before.
Owen, shut it down a little with the threes. That's too many.
Holy shit. It's tough. If I was self-employed, I would give less of a fuck, but when I have, plans in life, you want to build a house, you want to have toys, you want to do whatever. Well, at my work right now, the whole thing is if you're vaccinated, you don't have to wear a mask. If you're not vaccinated, you still have to wear a mask at work. Well, I can tell you.
Do you have to prove it?
Oh, I'm vaccinated right now, if anybody is wondering.
Well, that's what I mean. Do they ask?
No.
Well, see, there's another thing. In this fucking state, in less than it's less than a month and a half now, because it's like the middle of August that the fair starts, because it's 18 days this year. So our New York State Fair used to always be 12 days. Going to be 18 days. Of course, didn't have one last year, so they lost a fuck ton of money. So, hi, Grandma. She's watching too, because you said she watches.
No, she's probably not. She might be.
So, anyways.
I know my mom is probably watching.
Hi, Tammy.
Yeah.
It'll be the middle of August. So yeah, we're talking less than 2 months, month and a half, whatever. We're gonna have the great New York State Fair, where generally on the 12-day, they usually average about 100,000 people a day at this fairgrounds. Mm-hmm. Now, what do you think? 10 acres at the most, the fairgrounds?
Oh, it's probably a little bigger than that, but now.
Not counting the concert place, just the fairgrounds.
Yeah.
10, 12 acres.
Are we still wearing masks indoors?
No.
Or we're fully open?
Because he fully opened it and said, no questions asked. They're not gonna ask for, the dart card and all that stuff.
Open immediately, everything.
And here's the kicker. at that June 7th press conference, the one where he guessed the exact fucking day of 70%? Yeah, fuck you. Anyways, at that June 7th, he got a little testy with some of the press people there, and he says, well, I'm vaccinated, and you're vaccinated, so what do we care if the other people aren't? We're protected. That's their problem. Wait a minute.
Hey, Jimmy's back in.
Dr. Fucky keeps telling us that, you know, and everybody else keeps saying, well, the non-darted people need to wear the mask to protect the darted people. Folks, process that. Does that make any fucking sense to you whatsoever? So, I don't have cancer, but should I get chemo to protect myself from getting cancer from the person who does? I mean, I'm just confused. Asking for a friend. Somebody figure it out for me.
I don't understand how you put one doctor on such a high fucking pedestal. You think you'd have a council?
He ain't even a fucking doctor. He's a useless piece
I
of
don't know
shit
shit
that
about
calls
him, but
himself a
I don't know how you
scientist.
could just one motherfucker.
He was asked 30 years ago to resign because he fucks everything up and gets everything wrong. This is what he's done, is sucked off the taxpayer's tit for his entire fucking life being called a doctor.
David Dennison said, according to Google, it's 375 acres. That seems a little much.
No.
That's way too much. That's
New York State Fair? You
parking,
know where it
well,
is.
parking, if you include everything.
Well, yeah, if you want to include the park, yeah, but still, it ain't even the parking. I'm talking about the fairgrounds itself.
370, that's a lot.
No
it's
way.
not 375, there's no way.
The home farm here is only like 425. This doesn't cover
It's
the
not that big
whole.
a space, no.
No. The
Cheers.
actual fairgrounds itself.
Jimmy made it back in. He's back.
James, you're back.
He found his way. Sean Armstrong said, I identify as handsome and skinny.
All right, Carl, you
we
keep
go.
doing that. I see your fucking Instagram posts every day.
Yeah, right.
Okay, you could identify as whatever you want, dude, but I identify as a black trans farmer so I can get my 120% reparations too. So, how are we doing? Probably not so good. Because neither one of us are going to identify as skinny, neither.
David Dennison related to you?
Yeah, that's my cousin.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe no, maybe don't. Well, let's see. Shit's been going by fast.
Yeah,
Trying to listen and read at the same time.
Something's got to be wrong with that Google thing, because there's no way it's
I'm trying to think.
375
375,
acres.
I mean.
Fuck me, that's huge. So I said, that's taken from 176 down here to Farnham. Well, wait, no, going across the road, I mean, envision it. All the way back the hill that we hunt. No, that's, something ain't right there.
You gotta translate. You're used to reading what he's put on there. I don't know what the hell he's trying to say.
Jimmy, the devil virus is being nicer than usual, so I went out to the barn, made a quick vidya. Oh, yeah?
Oh.
Cool, you guys, when you leave here, you can go see Jimmy looking like death worn over.
There you go.
Did you have a beer in your hand while you were doing it, just so you could at least have it in your hand?
I'll have one for you, Jimmy. There you go.
Anyways, the moral to the story on the New York State Fair is it's completely open. They can pack 100,000 people in there. Any of you that live here and have been there, you know, you're fucking walking like this through there most of the time. At
the fair?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, you know, Delta variant right out your fucking ass with all that shit. I'm so done with it all. It's like they don't want to give up their power. They don't. Oh, here's another good one. I put this on I don't know if I had this in one of my YouTube videos or one of my last Instagram posts. Today's Friday, so this past Tuesday was primary day for elections here in New York. So when you went to your polling place, good news, it was on the news, good news. You don't have to wear a face diaper anymore and all this horse shit. But
Never really had to.
if you were vaccinated, you didn't have to, but if you weren't, you should. But if your polling place was in a school, everybody had to wear the face diaper. Well, like I put in my Instagram post, Wake up, parents, because that's the fucking prelude of September when school starts again. They're just starting their bullshit all over. So your fucking kid can sit in a 90-degree classroom with a fucking face diaper on while the cocksucker who gets to be called doctor, kind of like Jill Biden, doctor, gets to sit in his air-conditioned fucking office. Yeah.
Hey, go follow Jimmy's channel. Murphy just posted up there. Click on the link, hit subscribe, watch some of his videos, throw the thumbs up in there.
Murph. Go watch Murph's too. Let's see, who's been in here? Murph. Kevin, Remembrance Farms, LLC. Nelson, IP Farms.
I usually watch every week and go through the comments. There's people in here that I've never seen before.
I don't know who else has been in here that's got a YouTube
So
channel.
if this is your first time watching, throw some in the chat. We'll see.
Come on, it says 98 thumbs up.
Yeah.
Get 2 more. If you haven't thumbs up yet, get the hell out. Thumbs up, get back in.
Yeah, Jimmy, it's tough going to the fair with that many people.
Oh,
Walking shoulder to shoulder with fucking idiots, you know, you're walking into people,
I hate the fair.
it's
But I hate the fair, but me and Barb and Chelsea, the friend who's a boy,
oh yeah.
and I think my nephew Jeremiah are all going to go to the fair this year. Pretty much the only reason why Jeremiah and I want to go is to see the 50% that'll be
Yeah.
wandering around with their fucking face diaper on.
Hey, Doug Baum, first time, he says.
Doug Baum?
Hey, where are you from, Doug?
I just want to go so I can walk up to him and go, hey, you know, that fucking thing doesn't do a thing for you. But whatever. You feel good about it, then do it.
It's like a comedy every day, you know. You see people fucking wearing them, driving their car,
Yeah.
you know. I wear your mask. If you want to wear your mask, go for it. I don't give a shit.
The-
But you
the-
don't come at me for not wearing one. I don't.
Yeah, the ones that kill me are the ones in their car by themselves
Riding their. Oh man,
or going down a sidewalk with not a fucking soul around them and they got it on.
We were out riding motorcycle. Well, motorcycle. You know what they ride, so not really motorcycle. Scooters, right? So there was like a whole, you know, like the
I'll
street,
be nice to your dad. No.
the street bicycles. You know, the full spandex suit.
Yep.
You know, the whole thing with their masks on, riding. It's like, are you? You
Yeah.
know,
First
You
of
just
all,
laugh.
you're outdoors. You're
You-
fucking
you
outdoors.
just laugh.
I mean, not to mention the fact the real doctors, as I like to call them, have pretty much said that unless somebody is full-blown sick and they're literally hacking in your face, you know, I don't know. Because if any of you think this is not going to be here this fall, like October, November,
Oh, it'll be back.
the fucking flu is here every year. Well, except for last year, if you remember.
Yeah.
Dr. Fucky said it. 98%.
Amanda said, I feel like the only sane one alive. I feel like a lot of us are thinking that.
Yeah.
You know, every day you see some shit, you're like, how in the hell?
Flu
Does
was
that make
only
any sense?
98%, down 98%.
Doug Baum says from North Carolina.
North
Where are you from in
Carolina.
North Carolina? I got family that live in Charlotte.
You're a little warm there, too.
Oh, it's hot as shit down there.
Nelson, you still in? How hot was it today? Oh, that's right, Nelson. You put up a video at 6. I'll watch it when I go to the house.
Arthur Ferrer said, a friend who's a boy. He's still around. He's still around. He's a good kid.
Yeah, he's a good kid.
Good kid.
As one of you asked me one night, and I thought it was funny during a live stream, and my answer was, well, he hasn't done anything to piss me off yet.
No, he's
And
a
then
really
a
good
few
kid.
comments later, he came in and said, well, let's keep it that way. No, he's a good kid. He hasn't done anything to, you know. The main thing is, as long as he's a good kid to my kid. That's,
No, he's a good
he's got a full-time job now, graduated from high school, started working, making decent money for a 17-year-old kid. He's not even 18 yet.
Oh, he's not 18 yet?
No.
Jeez.
That's why he went through the temp place. Because the advertisements in the fucking paper said you had to be 18.
Yeah.
So the
yeah,
temp
it's-
place is robbing him for $1 an hour. So,
Doug says he's from Kannapolis. Never heard of that, but probably driven through there.
sounds warm.
It sounds Oh, let's see.
And it gets tiring bitching about, you know, I mean, Jesus Christ, if Biden and Camel Toe are around for the next 4 years, oh, may have to do these live streams once a month because it just gets tiring bitching about it.
Tim Mattinson said Onyx Hunt as the main body of the New York State Fair. I don't know what the fuck that is.
No.
695 to 690 train tracks to Lakeland Ave, 246 acres. So he might have looked it up on the tax maps. Or
Okay. But that's parking and everything, so I'm thinking.
I
Yeah.
mean, it is big.
Yeah, but I'm talking about the actual area
Yeah.
where you're
You
crammed
walk,
in.
You walk through the gate and the buildings, and that's where you're at.
Yes, you walk through the gate and the buildings and you get into the actual area where the food shit is, the games and all that. You're probably talking about a 20-acre square area. That's where the majority of the people are.
Cliff Zip Saver, he said he's getting some stickers made.
I already saw him.
He said, I'll get you one for the fridge.
I already saw him. Oh, fuck, I should have just grabbed him while I was there, but I didn't want to steal one of your stickers, Zip.
Farming for Fun and Profit. I've never seen them in here before, but maybe you know them.
Who?
Farming for Fun and Profit.
What's he got to say?
Country Boy face cover made out of chicken wire, easy breather model, as effective as clothing. So he made a mask out of chicken wire. You know?
Chicken wire.
That works.
Yeah.
We take, you know those steel helmets where you pull the shield down?
Yep.
We wear that in the store sometimes.
Oh.
Well, back when we had to, you know. Because I'm not disrespectful about the mask thing, you know. Like, locally, like the pizza shop or Terry's, you know, they're local people. They are making a living locally. Well, not Terry's anymore. I don't know, somebody outside of the town bought it.
Well, now you don't have to.
Now you don't have to, but to be respectful, I don't want
Well, I
them to
mean,
pay no stupid
most
shit.
of the signs on the doors, same with my golf leagues, which I
You
don't
golf
say.
at down in Elbridge?
I don't say where I golf
Okay, you
because
golf's over
yeah,
there.
because there's just a sign on the door that says vaccinated people don't have to wear a mask, unvaccinated do. Not a fucking person ass. Because you know what? Most people are done with it. They don't give a shit.
Nope.
They're just, you can only tell a story for so long. I mean, the sky is falling. Did it ever fall? Yeah, you can only tell that story for so long. I mean, it's just, and that's what I mean. It gets, the rest of the world is looking at us right now, fucking laughing their asses off with where we are politically, where we're getting financial. I mean, Sniffy Joe there gives Putin a fucking paper with a list of 16 things for you not to cyber hijack us, okay? Just don't do it to these 16 things.
Well, being in the Marine Corps, you think of America as just like the ultimate fucking,
We're supposed to be.
and it's so embarrassing. I can't imagine
But
being
you know what?
another leader and be like, oh, well, they're the dominant country of the world right now.
But what's getting embarrassing too is the leaders in the military. You see their new one now, that dude, that white rage, with all this critical race theory that they want to put through schools. I saw an Instagram post.
He's what is he, in the army or one?
Yeah,
in the branch, or he's like a civilian.
No, he's in the army. He had his uniform on. He's one of Biden's
I have never.
chief generals or whatever, and he starts talking about white rage.
I served for 5 years. I've never seen anything racist happen in the military. It's not like people make it out to be something that's not. I've never.
But what kills me is you want to teach critical race theory in schools. These fucking kids don't see color. They're colorblind. They see another kid that's either nice to them and they can play with, or who's an asshole to them, so they're going to be an asshole right back. End of fucking story.
Yeah.
Isn't that the way most of us adults are? If you want to be a fucking asshole to me, I can guarantee I'll probably be a bigger one to you. You want to get along? Fuck, I don't give a fuck what color you are. I don't even give a fuck if you want to chop your dick off. As long as you're not, out there parading around and needing a flag and a fucking day for it. Yeah. I mean, I've known gay people before. I was good with it as long as they didn't want to, push it on to me, because that wasn't happening. And the few that I, not a lot, by the way, but the few that I did, they were cool. I mean.
I won with all the threes. Semper Fi, 1977 to 1981. Hey, Semper Fi to you too.
There you go. But when your leaders of the military are, but that's why Biden picked these fucksticks, just like Garland, pissed off because he never got to be a Supreme Court justice. So now we're going to sue Georgia because they're oppressing black people with their voting laws. Okay, and then move the MLB All-Star game to fucking Colorado, which has what would technically be more oppressive voting laws. It's fucked up. I mean, it's so fucked up. They're the ones pushing the fucking narrative on race and gender and the whole DART thing. I mean,
So there's 129 people. I can't imagine. So imagine there's a live stream on the other side of the spectrum. Can you imagine? And any individuals that they're like, nope, those guys are wrong. They're completely out in left field or
No,
they're out
I'm
in this.
sure.
It's
But see,
mind-boggling.
but we've had that here where Jimmy and I both have said, bring it on. Let's have the debate. And then we get fucksticks like Champ, who came in for what, 1 or 2 weeks, and
yeah.
we've never seen Champ since.
Right.
Because all he kept saying, give him a chance. Give Biden a chance.
It's been 47 fucking
Yeah.
years. How big of a chance
Yeah.
do you need?
But he got you 1.9 trillion. Yeah. I mean, that's not a debate, okay? Let's debate the race thing. Let's debate the gender thing. You got a dick or a pussy. Okay, debate over as far as I'm concerned. You know?
You can't
Did-
debate with them because you'll hurt their feelings.
Yeah.
It'll be,
Did God create something that I didn't know about? I mean,
Rachel May, I've never heard of her before, said, I started watching you with you guys with my old man. Now I'm hooked. Thanks for doing this on Fridays and educating folks.
well, I don't know how
We
much.
shouldn't be the only education you're getting,
Yeah.
or him and Jimmy shouldn't be the only education you're getting. Do your own research.
Exactly. That's what I tell people all the time. I don't want people. I've had a few, and it's weird for me to say this at 54 years old, never planning on doing a YouTube channel, been doing it for roughly a year and a half now. I don't know what we're up to, over 2,500 subscribers. I know YouTube suppresses me because they put out the happy people that never swear and all that shit, but fuck you, I don't care. And I've had a few that were just, they'll be like, I'm a fan and all this shit, and it's like, I don't know, that's tough for me because it's like, no, everything I say is my opinion. Yes, I look up facts. That's the one thing that I look shit up, so go ahead and fucking fact check my ass. But you gotta be careful what you say, but I just tell people, use this for something other than putting your grumpy farmer hat on.
There you go. Hey,
Yeah.
maybe I need a hat.
Go to the Grumpy Farmer link for the apparel and get yourself a t-shirt or a hat. Well, there's a shameless fucking plug, huh?
Bork!
What's Bork have to say again?
Hey, he said Champ went away permanently. I might have done that.
Oh,
So,
okay. Well, that's why Champ's gone. Well, Champ, I don't have a problem with that, Rick, because Champ had his chances.
I wish they. It's interesting when they do. I wish they would come in.
Yeah.
Why not?
We
Why?
gave Champ a lot of chances
Yeah,
to
he was-
say something intelligent,
Wow.
which that fucking guy had nothing to say that was intelligent. I don't know. It's scary to think that we are such a divided country, 50-50. Joe's infrastructure plan is going to unite us, though. How the fuck is that going to unite us, you dumbass? That guy is dumber than a fucking stump. I mean, I'm sorry. And again, if it pisses you libtards off, if there's any of you still watching, you voted for that dumb fuck.
He's not running this fucking country. All the people under him are running the
Exactly. Nancy and Chuck are pulling a lot of strings, and old Barack is in the background pulling some strings. Mr. Oppressed, him and Mrs. Oppressed with their $40 million fucking book deals and all that.
Alex
Philippiak, what's
Yeah,
up,
there you
Alex?
go. He said, common sense is a lost thing. Hey, it really is.
The saying's always been you can't teach common sense, and you really can't, but you can kind of help young people, like your children and whatnot. You can kind of guide them to unlock their own common sense. And that's exactly what our fucking public school systems are trying to take away completely. And trust me, I don't give a shit because I know a lot of people over there, the public school system right here locally. He can verify that. We won't get into the details. He might be related. But anyways, even at the small rural schools, they're trying to do it. I mean, it's just, this is why I want choice. Give us the charter schools. If I'm gonna write a fucking check every year for over 10 grand to our school for fucking school taxes, then give me a choice of a school that I can send my kid to, pay to send her there, but not have to pay my fucking school taxes here.
Yeah.
You would change the public school system like that because they would be out of business. I mean, and just like government, as I've told you millions of times on this channel, when you're spending other people's money, it is so fucking easy to piss it away.
Oh, shit.
If every one of you watching wanted to send me $100, I could figure out how to spend it and tell you next year I need more. That's what government and school systems do when they have a shrinking population. Does that make sense? If I farm 100 less acres next year, should my budget, other than Joe will, keep jacking my prices of inputs, but should my budget be that much higher with 100 less acres? That's the way your school systems work. That's the way your governments work.
Seth Haverhalls. I can't pronounce his fucking name.
Haverhalls.
There we go. Sleepy Joe is running the country just like he drove that electric truck at the Ford plant. One of his handlers is driving it for him. I saw the picture of that. It
Yeah,
looks
I
like there's
saw
a
that
second
too.
wheel.
2 wheels, 2
It's
steering
fucking
wheels.
bullshit. And the company that I work for actually produces the aluminum that goes into that truck.
Oh, yeah? Yeah, so, I don't know, folks. You all need to think for yourselves. Stop believing everything you hear. Stop believing everything you see. I mean, y'all seen it now. I mean, there's so many red states that have been open. My opinion, because we still have them screw tube, so fuck you. My opinion. That's why the blue states are kind of giving up and opening shit up now, because they look fucking retarded with all the red states opening up.
Jimmy says he wants to talk. He can't type that fast. He's got a lot to put in. He can't type that fast.
I told you, use that voice text thing. You just have to proofread
yeah.
it sometimes, because Siri doesn't like me. She'll say shit that I didn't really say. But I don't know.
Arthur Ferrero, when's the last time you used the basketball net behind you? I'm sure the boy that's a friend used it.
Actually, we haven't used it. To be honest, it probably gets used more in the winter than it does this time of year. Maybe now, later this
Do
summer.
you heat this all the time out here?
In the winter,
When
I
you
do.
come out here, you
Yeah.
turn it on, or you heat it all the time?
No, I leave it on like 60 and just.
Well, you guys play ping pong and shit out here.
Yeah, we play ping pong. We got foosball
You still
table
got that
out
golf
here.
simulator?
Yep.
Shit.
Golf, foosball, ping pong. Cheap little badminton thing. Yeah, this is a fucking rec center in the
Oh,
winter.
hell yeah.
Snowmobiles when, we got snow to ride, so.
Sean Armstrong, they're making it seem like he's in Brazil right now.
Yes, Carl's in Brazil.
Sean Armstrong is Carl.
Yes.
Okay.
Carl.
Carl. Said, I'm not learning Portuguese because I'm in Brazil. I'm learning it so when I come back to the U.S., I can sound like an illegal to get some benefits.
There you go.
Hey.
Carl went to Brazil, married his wife there,
Yep.
who speaks Portuguese and doesn't speak English. Right, Carl? I think that's what you told me.
They're asking why Jimmy can't call in or join from Zoom right now.
Well, because we've never figured out how to do this whole put somebody in a box thing. Plus,
I mean, he only lives around the corner.
yeah, and he wasn't
You know.
exactly tip-top. I mean, so I don't know if he would have wanted to sit here through this long and have to answer everybody's questions, but, he'll be back, don't worry.
Oh, yeah.
He said he put a short video up, so like you
Yeah.
said, when we're done here, I'm gonna go check it out. Y'all go check it out.
Carl says even his wife says Brian's an idiot.
Yeah.
Well, he put it in, I think that's Portuguese. He put it in
Yeah, well, Carl sends Jimmy and I shit on Instagram
all the time.
with words and then the Portuguese words or whatever. So I think he's trying to get us to learn
Hey.
Portuguese, but
Maybe we can all get some benefits.
I
out of
can't
it.
pronounce half the fucking things you send me. And then the pictures of the food that he sends me, it'll be like 5 different things. I call it shit in a pan. That's what I tell my wife when they like add 5 things into one thing. I can usually pick at least 1 or 2 things out that I would eat, and the
Yeah.
rest of it I can't even identify, so.
Every foreign country that I've been to, as soon as you step off that boat and it smells like shit, I did not eat anything. Would never. It's disgusting.
That's a good point, if it smells like shit.
If it smells like shit, I'm not eating anything.
Fuda say, yeah, see, there you
Right.
go. Oh, fuck off
off
way
over
over there, okay. All right, so for Jimmy, Biden, Sniffy and fucking sniff and blow and you know, the fucking dart and all of you, you can fuck off way over there past the
Fuck
deer
off!
blind.
Way over there!
Yeah, past the deer blind,
Yeah.
which you can't see right now because of the woods,
Yeah, it's grown in.
the corn. Oh,
Let's see, I'll go back a little bit. Oh, shit. Shane Holst asks if Jimmy's in jail.
what's up, Shane?
He's not in jail.
No, Jimmy's not in jail. Jimmy's sick. Jimmy has what was kind of like the dart, you know, the beer 19 symptoms, but he never had any breathing issues, chest issues, anything like that. Ended up in the VA hospital.
Oh, and Jimmy said, good try. All right, Jimmy.
Yeah,
That's fine.
They think maybe Lyme disease. They don't think. They don't know. But Carl says, don't fuck with the VA hospital because they won't know. Who knows? Jimmy got to talk to the head virologist here, who is always on our local news, you know, pumping up the dart and all that shit. But, so can you imagine that conversation between old Jimbo and him? Yeah.
I've never gone to the VA, but I haven't heard any great things come out of there from my friends that have.
I'm just going to go back, excuse me, to what I said earlier in the live stream. Why is it that you fuckers on the left can have my body, my choice, but those of us that have any kind of conservative thoughts, we're not allowed to have that? End of story. You can't have it both ways. So if you can have it, we can have it. Back to fuck off, shut your fucking mouth, go about yourself, and listen to the Emmy award-winning Emperor Cuomo when he says, well, I'm vaccinated. I shouldn't have to worry about the unvaccinated people. I'm safe. They don't bother me. End of story. Goodbye. Leave me the fuck alone. Let me get it and die then. You won't have to worry about it. You're perfectly healthy. Oh, well, you're probably going to have to take a lot of boosters now, they're talking, but you'll be all right.
You know how easy it is to get a COVID vaccine card?
Yeah, I've heard there's a lot of, but I've also heard that people got in serious trouble that have got caught
Oh, I'm sure.
with
they
fake
will.
ones. So I don't care because right there's my card.
Yeah.
Right there. Can I see your card, please? Yep.
Now they're speaking, they're going back and forth in Portuguese now.
Oh,
All right,
Jesus.
just shit. Well, Carl.
No hable, Carl. Inglés only on channel.
Jimmy's putting up a video after the live stream. He's gonna post up a video explaining his situation. So
There you go.
after this, go over and check it out.
He can explain to you what the VA told him. So, all right. Anybody got any questions about farming or
Let me
anything?
go back here. Shit.
Almost done spraying beans. Been done spraying corn.
I know you gotta get that shit done so we can go golfing.
Yep. Finished anhydrous, obviously, because corn's big. Got less than a tank full of beans left to spray, but ran out of product. They said they might bring it tomorrow. If not Monday.
On a Sunday?
Tomorrow's Saturday.
Saturday.
But whatever. So tomorrow's kind of shot anyhow because his uncle, I don't know, did they even take it yet?
That tank?
Yeah. He's
Yeah, I don't know. I was over there building the.
taking my water tank for a slide for their daughter's graduation party. This will be the third child that they've used the tank for.
Yeah, we're known for those big water slides.
Yep. Got a hill in your yard. You just put some plastic down, make a little pool at the end with hay bales. Yeah. And then Sunday I got a golf tournament, so I'll finish when I finish because I know the boss.
Noah Ranker.
He won't fire
Never
me.
heard of him either.
Never heard of you, Noah.
Said, how'd you like your new, I don't know, con? How do you say that?
Oh, the Kuhn chisel
Kuhn
plow?
chisel plow, yeah. How do you like that?
I like it because it's a Kraus. I mean, Kuhn just bought Kraus out. So basically, instead of saying just Kraus, it says Kuhn Kraus.
Yeah.
So, same thing. Kraus still, same people are building it. Same. For me, my opinion, probably the best chisel plow out there. My opinion. You know, that's from a deer guy who thinks John Deere chisel plows are fucking junk, would never own one. So, but
Seth said, when you quit farming, you're going to sell your land for gravel production.
gravel, yeah.
Yeah, that's all.
See, y'all see them rocks that we got, but we
Holy
got
shit.
good producing ground. We just got rocks. You learn to live with it. We pick rocks that are like volleyball and basketball size and bigger, and you say fuck the rest of them, because you could spend a week on a
Oh,
10-acre field
Easily.
picking baseball size rocks. I mean, but you learn to live with it. I mean, if you watch my last video with the live stream of the anhydrous, you can tell every time it puffs a little, and you can actually see a couple times where it pulls a rock out of the ground. So you learn to live with it, but
Dare watches us hot and dry down here in southeast Missouri.
yeah, we need some rain. We need some rain again here.
Yeah.
Our last 3 rainstorms have been just from this type of weather. The only godsend to them was every one of them was at night after dark. They only amounted to like 2 to 3/10 of an inch, so you know, roughly a quarter of an inch. But they were after dark, so they had time to actually soak into the ground without it being 90 and the sun sucking it right out. So I'll take the quarter inches at night anytime.
Arthur's asking what's the next job on the farm after you're done spraying.
After I'm done spraying, well, I won't wash the sprayer up and we haven't had this problem in years.
Well, you got a friend that's a boy who likes to,
Yeah,
he likes to wash.
but we gotta wait to see if we get aphids in the soybeans. If we get aphids, we gotta respray for aphids, so, which I will say we have not done in quite a few years. I don't remember the last. But
Lane Luckard. Hi from Ontario.
a lot of brush hogging to do still.
How you doing, Lane?
Lane, are you new? That name
Yeah,
sounds
I've never
new.
heard of him either.
A lot of golf, Arthur.
Oh,
Generally August and September.
Yeah.
Well, generally towards the end of July, all of August, and half of September at least, until, you know, we start getting shit ready. And there's years we start harvesting in September.
I don't have any crops to take care of.
I'm
And-
playing golf.
In 3 weeks, we've golfed over 200 holes.
Oh yeah, holy
Yeah,
shit.
we have a lot of free time, so.
So I'm playing golf. If any of you don't like it, too fucking bad.
Hey.
I'm playing golf. You know, it's like the people that say, oh, you farmers only work, crop farmers only work 6 months out of the year. Yeah. Okay. Well, yeah, during the winter, I plow snow, and last year was a light winter, and, you know, I load grain out when we sell it. So, yeah, we're not all day, every day during the winter. But how about the days where between Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday, I already got my 40 hours in, and that's before Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. So, you know, you want to talk about months, let's talk about the hours. But again, you be you, I'll be me. I pick this profession, you pick yours, whatever.
Jamie Humphrey.
What's up, Jamie?
Why do you think grain prices are going down? He's asking here.
The fucking government.
Yeah.
You want to know why? Here, I'm going to give another plug. And I don't think you're in here, Jeff, but I should have told you we were talking earlier, but go watch One Happy Farmer. He did his Inspector number 12 thing tonight, which was funny and shit. It was funny when he had his other channel before YouTube pissed him off, but they got 1.5 inches of rain in Illinois. So when the I-states, you know, get a little shower, that's all they care about is the I-states. They don't realize that there's a fuck of a lot of grain grown all around the I-states. I mean, granted, us here in the Northeast, we're a pimple on an elephant's ass, and it's government manipulation, it always has been, and speculators. You got people sitting behind a computer that don't even know what a fucking kernel of corn or a soybean looks like, or a grain of wheat or whatever. But when they drop the price 50 cents today and buy a 100,000 bushel contract and raise it 30 cents tomorrow, you do the math. Would you like to make 30 cents a bushel on 100,000 bushels? On paper that you never had to pull anything green out of your wallet?
Rural Life with Ron, he says.
What's up, Ron?
Where's Jimmy? Hope you're doing well. I'm doing well myself, he says.
Well, Ron, this is one of the beer studs sitting in for Jimmy.
Probably
Jim-
not doing as good a job. But you know what?
Jimmy's putting up a video, Ron. because I'm tired of explaining it.
Yeah.
I mean, don't take that personally, because you obviously just got here. But I've explained it numerous times, but Jimmy's kind of ill right now. No, it's not Beer 19. So he's gonna put up a video that'll come out after the live stream.
I bet he's on beer 5 or 6 right now.
So go to Jimmy's channel and check out his video, and it'll explain what his health issues are at the moment. But he started basically getting sick after our last live stream 2 weeks ago. And by the end of that week, he was in the hospital, so.
Dirty Eric said 04 here, all right. 4:08 a.m. Said it's time to get the boat out to go kill some tuna.
There you go. All right, we got 120 thumbs up. Cool.
Fuck yeah.
Bunch of you got out. Still 135 of you in here. What the hell's wrong with you? It's a Friday night, people. You got anything better to do?
I know, shit.
I'm sitting here sweating my balls off. Holy shit, it's hot in this place. Next time I do this, Jim, next time we do this, if you're healthy in 2 weeks, we're opening up the back door so we can get a draft through here. If it's gonna be hotter than a devil's ass like it is now.
Murphy just put in One Happy Farmers channel.
There you go.
There's the
Thanks,
link.
Murph.
You just click the link, it's easy.
Murph is a good man. Everybody go check him out too. Murphy's Law. Go check out, see how Daphne the Duck is doing. And I'll say this forever after watching Murphy's channels. He has got the coolest fucking bathtub gardens that you'll ever see. I mean, never in my wildest dreams. I'm not a gardener to start with, I mean, but because I'm not a big vegetable person, but when I watched that one when he was explaining those, I was like, first I saw it, I'm going, what the fuck are the bathtubs for? And then it was like, oh, they're gardens. Cool. Okay.
We're all late with Ron. I gotta be more fired up. All right, Ron. I don't have as much rage.
He's young.
You know?
He hasn't experienced as much bullshit
I
in
know.
life
I've been
yet.
fucked over
Yeah.
for however many years Jimmy's been alive.
Give him time.
We'll get there.
He didn't spend as much time dealing with the U.S. military as Jim did.
No, he's got way cooler stories than I do.
He did his 4 years and got out.
I did 5. I had 5 years.
Okay. He did his 5 years and got out.
I went over there, but nothing was going on.
Jim decided to get in the guards after he got out and
Yeah.
spend more years in
Fuck
there.
that.
So, which, hey, we need people to do that. So,
Yeah.
like I said,
Go for it.
I appreciate everybody in the uniform.
Jimmy said there can only be one.
There can only be
Wow,
one.
Hey, that's fine.
Yeah, well, at least my left ear's not fucking hurting tonight, Jim.
know.
So, my left ear got a break tonight. But,
Arthur says rage comes with age. Yeah, I can believe that.
yeah, oh, it does. Because the more bullshit you see in life,
Yeah, David said there's only one Jimmy.
the more pissed off you get, and the more you just shake your head and go, you know. It's
Richard Farm says it's raining there.
Richter Farms. Okay,
Richter,
that's
Richter.
PA.
Yeah. MI-59, never seen them before.
Nope.
Lots of rain here.
Where's here?
Eh,
Tell us.
out of a drought, about 3 inches of rain after a drought, so.
The problem I'm thinking we might have, again, thinking, is like in 2012, July and August, and, you know, I hope it doesn't happen for your guys' sake that's in the Midwest, but I'm wondering if we're gonna have more flash droughts like we had that year where there's places anyhow. I mean, AJ, you're probably not in here, but if you watch this, AJ Osborne, Aya Farmer on YouTube, I-A and then Farmer. He's in Iowa. They're fucking hurting where he is. I mean, already, and here it is, you know, 3rd week of June. So, I mean, like I said, here in the Northeast, we're a pimple on an elephant's ass, but we were in a drought last fall going into winter, and then our local news station said we were 57 inches below normal for snowfall. Well, that's a lot of water, folks. And yes, we've had rain this spring, but it's, like I said, you know, we'll get a thunder boomer that rolls in at night, drops 1/4 of an inch, and we haven't got that all-day 1-inch soaker yet that we really need. Who's that with a wrench? Oh, Seth, what do you have to say?
Haven't had rain in a month.
Yeah, well, there's a lot of places that haven't. Jeff from One Happy Farmer, Jeff Ramo, hadn't had shit for rain until late last night into this morning, they got 1.5 inches of rain. So, right when he just got the weed off and wants to put in his double crop beans. Hey, you're not gonna beat Mother Nature. You're not gonna fucking beat the government. I mean, we just have to survive, not believe all the shit that we see and hear. And
Amanda says, do y'all see the logo next to the YouTube logo? What the fuck? I don't know what the.
what's
Oh,
the
it's
look?
a fucking rainbow.
Oh yeah, I saw
Fucking
that.
Pride Month. What do you expect?
I saw that when I was on Chelsea's iPad when we got fucked up, and I think that was part of our problem earlier when we lost signal. Is I was hot spotting or whatever it's called. I don't know. My IT department was taking care of that. Barb and
One
Chelsea.
happy farmer says, hey.
Oh, you are in, Jeff. What's
Yeah.
up?
Arthur's saying, any plans on expanding the farm? Are you maxed out?
Well, depends on what land comes up for
Sure, we're not wanting to buy land nowadays.
sale or rent, or I mean, I picked up 80 acres this year from a guy that I'll just leave it. It had issues with the previous person renting
Arthur's
it.
saying you need to start growing hemp.
So yeah, well,
I don't.
there's a lot of guys around here that tried that, and they got a fucking barn full of hemp they can't get rid of. So
Yeah, the one that
anything the government gets involved in, no, don't bother.
I know one that did it last year, and he's already out of it. So
Well, JB, or he got fucked.
Yeah.
So it's no anything. It's just like marijuana. Everybody says, "Oh, when they legalize pot, you farmers will make a fortune." No. But I got you 1.9 trillion. Yeah. Fuck you, Joe. No, you got my daughter and him and everybody else in fucking debt for the rest of their lives. And how many of you out there need the handout? No,
I didn't need those stimulus checks.
we didn't need any of the stimulus checks that they sent us, but it's, I don't know, there's fucking for hire signs, help wanted all over the
man.
place. But when they're still getting their extra $300 to sit on their ass and say, I'm afraid to go back to work because of Beer 19, they don't have to.
I think it all starts in the parenting.
Yeah, well,
It all starts at the young level. Like we were raised, we've always been workers, always been hardworking. Back in your time when you were young, there would never be signs like that, because everybody was hungry to make money. Everybody wants a handout. Well,
it's ridiculous today. And what are you, 26?
25.
25. 25-year-old kid's got is that 2,500 or 15?
2,500.
Got a brand new Ram 2,500 four-wheel drive sitting there. Nice truck, which I'm gonna go check out when we're done here. Cause he's fucking working for it.
I said I played a lot of golf. Don't hold that over my fucking
Papa
head.
Joe's not fucking handing it to
But
him.
I work a lot.
Get off your fucking ass and do. Oh, I had a buddy who's like a foreman now in one of the tree cutting businesses. A buddy of mine that I play golf with. Well, you know Scott Nightingale. I'll say your name, Scott, in case you're watching.
Yeah, I've heard him.
Called me today when I'm in. We got them neat little holders in the tractor now that you've seen that Barb got, so I could actually just answer the phone, put it on speaker, and not have to hold on to it. So, he says, "Hey, you know any kids? I got to hire another kid to work with me in the tree company that he's working with."
Somebody said, is this the friend or is this a boy? No.
No.
Yeah, no.
I said, yeah, good luck getting any fucking kid today to work, because no, this is not. This is one of the beer studs sitting in tonight for Jim while he's ill. So, no, I don't think I would.
Carl said he hasn't cast a stimmy yet, he says. Hasn't cast one.
Yeah. It's fucking crazy. I mean, they're buying, all they do is buy votes.
They'll get it back out of us.
Oh, yeah, they got to. It's
There's
taxpayer money.
I mean, there's no way.
Folks, it's just like here in New York when they talk about all this stimulus and shit. They can't just go and crank up the printing press. Here's yours. Here's yours. Don't worry about it. We don't have to, pay that back. It doesn't fucking work that way.
I think people are getting the younger generation is getting so used to handouts and handouts and handouts that they just expect it. My brother, right? He's 21, just turned 21 this year. in college. He's not really, he works, but not really working. It's like he's expecting to get out of college and just make, 100,000 a year. That's what he expects. It's like, I grew up working, starting at the gas station, going, working on the farm, mowing lawns, anything to make some money. I'm used to working, so now I bust my ass to have nice things. It's like nowadays, so many handouts, it's like you're supposed to make money without busting your ass.
I've probably never told this in a YouTube video, and I should probably do a history of our farm. I mean, I did the meat, the then and now thing with my dad.
I think you've talked about it before with your father.
But my brother's 3 years older than me. He hated school. Don't know if you're in, Doug, because you are lots of times. He dropped out of school and kind of just, went bye-bye. My two sisters are like one's 5 or 6 years older than me. The other one's 8 or 9. I don't know, Colleen. I know you don't comment, but you watch. But I have no fucking idea how much older you guys are than me. But anyways, basically what it amounted to was when I was like 12 or 13 years old, I was the only kid left at home. So, I was dad's slave basically. So I'd get up 4:30, go milk cows, come in the house, take a shower. My mother would run me to school because I never made the bus because we're only like a mile and a half away from the school. So it was one of the first pickups. Get home from school. It was just a fucking nonstop. So long story short, my father sold the cows. I think I was like a sophomore in high school. So my mother was like, that was when I think I have said this, where I was in the car accident where I almost died, was basically cut in half, which is why my back is so fucked up and I'm so fucked up. But anyways, she basically told my father, you need to get rid of the cows, you're killing your son, being your slave, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, where's my reparations? Joking. The only thing I ever wanted from my father is what I got, the opportunity. But anyways, so he sold the cows. I went to work for other dairy farmers around here. I played football, and in the spring I was on the track team throwing shot put and discus. During the winter, 5 o'clock in the morning, I was going through the fucking local village at 90 miles an hour on my snowmobile with pipes on it. Well, I did until the cops finally came and talked to me because all the people that I was waking up got pissed off. Who knew? Till I was old enough to get a license. Then I got a car, which I paid for myself from the money I worked. And I milked cows for another farmer for 2 or 3 years before we put cows back on here after I got out of high school and I became a dairy farmer here. So
They're flying through
work
here.
for what you want.
Arthur's wondering if you play golf in pants or shorts. I don't know why he's wondering that, but
Depends on the weather, but I'm a shorts guy.
if it's hot,
Only
okay.
time I wear shorts usually.
Carl said he got a handout. He said he went to the arms room and they handed him a rifle. Yeah, I wish they'd send more of them that direction, although you wouldn't want to serve with them.
And Arthur, if I hit my ball in the woods, with ticks being as bad as they are, they sell new golf balls every day.
Yeah.
I ain't fucking going in there. So, usually my buddy Scott, who may be watching, wears pants, so he goes in and finds it and about a dozen more and puts them in his bag.
I always do. Memes and music, I've never heard of them either.
He's a kid who,
If we had free cows, I estimated it costs around $500 billion a year.
yep.
I mean, hey,
I don't know much about you, memes. You seem like a really smart kid. You asked me the question before that if you ever came up with a conservative social media site, would I join? Fuck yeah. So if you are that smart of a kid,
do it.
do it. Do it. You
Lane
get a
Lockhart.
lot of people.
Lane, say 16, works on the farm because he loves farming. Plan on buying my own farm when I graduate high school. Hey. That's that drive.
That's good drive. That's good dreams. Chances of you getting a bank to go along with you at that age.
Yeah.
My father and I
But
went into.
they'll give a 17 or 18-year-old, a loan for $140,000
Yeah.
to go to some fucking four-year school.
My father and I were in a partnership. Well, when we first put cows back on when I got out of school, I basically worked for him for the first few years. There was issues. My father and I had a love-hate relationship when I was younger. We'll just leave it at that. And I kind of skatiated for a little while. The hired man we had milked the cows. My mother came to me and said, can you come back at least and milk on Sundays so the hired man can have a day off? He's been working 7 days a week. So I did. My dad and I went into a partnership. That lasted till I was like 20, I was 24, 25, somewhere in that neighborhood. And I basically told him, I said, this ain't working. One of the two of us has to leave the partnership. He said, if you can find a bank at your age to give you the money to buy my half of this out, then no problem. I had my business plan made up. I went to the local farm credit office, Dan O'Connell, I still love you to this day. I threw it on the desk and I just went off being me. And you've all seen me. I mean, without the fuck this and fuck that stuff, of course. He never even opened it and he just started laughing. Well, then I think I did maybe throw one fuck out there and I'm like, the fuck you laughing at? You haven't even opened it and you've already made your decision? And he just kind of looks at me a little shocked and he goes, yeah, tell us how much you need. We'll write the check to your father. He goes, anybody with an attitude and a drive like you've got, you'll make it in life. So, and after that, my father and I got along better than we ever got along, and we still do to this day. My father would tell me, well, why don't you buy that piece of equipment? I'm thinking, we couldn't buy a fucking thing when we were in a partnership, but now that it's all my money, yeah, it's okay to buy it,
That's it. You got, man.
And we still obviously get along to this day because, well, technically Barb and I help support the two of them that are still alive, so.
Carl said you couldn't draft now. People are too stupid. Well, I can tell you, they still make it in. But soybean farm or Kevin Richards is Scott golfing with you in the league.
No, he couldn't this year
All right.
because he's been working like 3 hours away doing tree work. He's in that whatever region it is. I can't even remember. I'll have to ask him.
Soybean farmers wondering what kind of cigar you're smoking.
Swisher Sweet little
Yeah.
cigar.
Yep.
SBF, you're in here. How you doing?
One happy farmer. The best way to get in the farm is to marry a rich old widow woman.
Yeah, there you go.
You need to find one with a bunch of land. So
Pretty basically today, unless you're in a family farm
it's tough.
or, and I'm not gonna put a lot out there, but, well, I mean, I'm 54, you all know that. Barb will be 51 here next month. We have one heir, Chelsea, who wants nothing to do with farming. I'm great with that because, she's one of the top in her class. She's a smart kid. Go do something with your life. You don't want to be a farmer? I'm fine with that. So 10, 12 years from now, because I'm not going to work till I can't walk because of my back issues and stuff, when this place goes, there could possibly be a younger person that ends up with it. There's many options, let's put it that way. It doesn't necessarily have to go to a Mennonite, but that's just one of the few ways that you really can get into farming.
Bork says, golf. Chase the ball around half a day and makes excuses why it didn't go well. I can't. Well, shit. You can read that if you. I don't know what you read and don't allow on the channel.
Chase the ball around half the day and makes excuses why it didn't go well. I can slap my own balls around and be happy all day in under 3 minutes. Yes, Rick,
yeah,
you
well,
can.
Sometimes it's not always about the golfing. It's about the beer. It's about the friends.
All right, on that note, I heard a dirty joke the other day. Hell, I'll
you
tell
go.
it to y'all. So if you don't like dirty jokes, turn away now or turn down your volume. But this older man, but not too old, didn't have a wife or anything, so he bought himself a prostitute. So him and the prostitute are, getting ready to get his money's worth, and he whips it out, and the thing's like 2 foot long. She looks at it and says, oh, of course it's kind of wrinkly too, and she goes, oh my God, she says, I'm not sticking that in me. She says, maybe I'll lick it for you. He goes, well, fuck that, I can lick it myself. All right, you can turn your volume back up.
There you go.
So, all right, everybody, it's 9 o'clock. We've
Yeah, I
gone
gotta
through
go.
2 hours of this,
I gotta get to
so
the bar.
we will.
Go home and go to sleep.
Yeah. I'm not going to the bar, so.
No.
All right, so after this, those of you who care, which I know a lot of you do, go to Jimmy. and
Yeah, watch this shit.
Barn Talking, for those of you who might be new, because there are some of you that's new. Go to Barn Talking. He's my normal partner in crime
Yeah,
here.
he yells a lot more. Probably.
But he's got some health issues going on right at the moment. Nothing, he's not dying, so don't anybody take it that way. He did say he put up a video kind of explaining his issues, so go check it out. And if we do this in 2 weeks, hopefully he's feeling good enough to come back.
He said
So,
it's loading up right now, so hey.
it's loading up right
hop
now.
off and
There
go
you
watch
go.
that one.
And don't you love it when it's 9 o'clock or a couple minutes after and it's still basically light out? I
It's
mean,
fucking
you can
82
see the
degrees.
door, yeah, and it's still 80 degrees out. That part I'm not so sure I like, but. All right, so for those of you who have bought shirts, hats, stickers, thank you. Cool for supporting Barb, Chelsea, and I.
Jimmy, I appreciate you letting me take your seat.
As I've told you before, we're not monetized, probably won't be. I have nothing against those that do. So, don't take that the wrong way, anybody. But if we make a few bucks selling these, that's cool. So anybody that wants any Grumpy Farmer apparel, and just to make sure everybody knows, you can get the uncensored, like we have, that says F star,
That's the uncensored version?
or this is the uncensored. Yeah, this is the uncensored.
Oh.
Basically, it says fuck you without saying fuck you because there's no you in it. But you can also get the censored, where it's just the cloud of smoke without the words in it. Chelsea and Barb have 2 censored ones.
I am going to have to come back and have a beer with Jimmy at some point.
Yep, because Chelsea wore hers to school the other day, the censored version. So you can get either censored or uncensored. So, all right, so whether Jimmy does his own sometime here when he feels better, he can let you know. But if not, in a couple weeks, either I'll see you and Jimmy will see you, or I'll see you and maybe he'll come back. Who knows? But, so thank you all for being here, and go check out Barn Talking, and Jimmy will let you know what's going on. We'll see you
Have a good
later.
night.